This is Mark Weinstein speaking. You may know me from the recent Fyre Festival documentary on Netflix. Festival and the documentary both had a major impact on my life. It's been kind of crazy, to be honest. And for me, the festival was really just a brief moment in time, as I was only there for 1 month. And yet it and the documentary reached so many people. And I think it resonated with us because Fyre is just a snapshot of the society that we live in right now. It highlights so many different things, from influencer culture and social media abuse and FOMO to startups, toxic entrepreneurship, the erosion of trust in each other and in our institutions, and tribalism via schadenfreude, when we feel joy at the pain of others, even those that might be some rich kids who get a cheese sandwich. I didn't really expect the documentary to be popular when I first interviewed in September 2017. I didn't think anyone would really care. But at the time, I was finally over the experience and ready to share. And the director, Chris Smith, he caught me at a time when I was open and vulnerable. Maybe I shared a little bit more than I should have. And so when the documentary was ready to launch 1.5 years after the festival and over 1 year since I recorded that interview, I was completely second guessing why I agreed to those interviews. I watched the movie at the premiere and I thought, I'm in this way too much, and I was worried about the consequences. And then the documentaries were released. And like all things that touched Fyre, they were a complete mess, even though they were massive hits. I felt like I couldn't go anywhere without hearing someone talk about Fyre. And I witnessed firsthand how the modern media machine manipulates the story. I mean, think about it. The two films covered the exact same event, and yet the stories were entirely different, the heroes and the villains. So today, more than ever, I feel like it's all about who controls the narrative. So I was briefly catapulted into the spotlight. I had my 15 seconds of fame, not nearly as much as Andy. And to say that it hasn't impacted me would be a little bit of bullshit. And so I was left thinking, I don't know why it happened. I don't know why I agreed to work the festival. I don't know why I agreed to be in the documentaries and talk about it on camera. But I do know why I'm starting this podcast. Maybe this is an opportunity for us to go a level deeper, to identify what captivated us all. I'd like this podcast to draw attention to the challenges that we collectively face by highlighting the incredible individuals on the front lines fighting for change. Maybe the window is past, right? And no one really gives a shit about Fyre anymore, and that's okay. There's already a new Elizabeth Holmes documentary out telling the story of Theranos. There's some Michael Jackson documentary, R. Kelly. We live in a modern media age where the narrative barely lasts a week, sometimes not even a day. So that's why I'm speaking out again, because I think there's lessons to be learned here. I know that there are phenomenal people out there who are reshaping our society for the better, and many of these individuals, as well as their work, goes unnoticed. I'm thinking of this podcast as an act of service to raise awareness about the issues that permeate our culture by highlighting these amazing people. So it's all an experiment. I know it will change a lot from here, but the mission will remain the same. And that's to raise awareness for positive change. So if the show resonates with you, feel free to share it with your friends and help spread the word. If you have ideas on how to make it better, let me know. If you have recommendations for guests, let me know. I'm open to all the help I can get, and I'm sure that I'm going to need it. So if the show has a positive impact on just one person, then it will still have been worth it. I want to have some fun too. It doesn't always have to be serious. There's a lot of laughs. I'm excited for you to come along on this journey with me, and let's get started.